Hi sweeties, I know a long time has gone. I have not posted anything. I'm really sorry. I was a little busy about my family things and that's why I didn't get a chance. But right now I am here. The wedding season is going on. So this is like a wedding makeup. So if you wanted a video on this look, you can comment down below. I can definitely post on this look also. Today I'm going to talk about primers. Yes, you heard that right. Primers. Primer is just like a first start of a makeup. Primer is just like a veil in our skin which will protect us from the makeup. It will not going to clog your pore. It will going to give you a breathable effect on your skin. Nowadays, many girls, many of us play with makeups, but we love to play with minimum makeups. Though we also love party makeups or wedding makeups, but still we go for minimum makeup. But still, whether it is a minimum one or without a foundation, no foundation, concealer, no concealer, powder, no powder, eye makeup, no eye makeup, anything, any kind of makeup always includes start with primer. You heard me right. Primer is the basic concept between skincare and makeup. It is the barrier between a skincare and makeup. We always have to prep our skin with a good skincare, toning, cleansing, cleansing, toning, moisturizing is definitely we're going to need. This barrier will going to make our skin smooth out. Many primers are there in this market, whether it is poreless primer, whether it is blurring primer, color correcting primer, gel based primer, dewy primer, illuminati primer, moisturizing primer, deep moisturizing primer, light moisturizing primer. Tons of primers are there. It's totally up to you, and you will say, wow, there are so many options. If you are a beginner, you are thinking in which primer I'm going to invest. Trust me, I have you. Okay, so sweeties, you don't need to worry. There are four or many types of skin, but the basic categorizations is four type of: normal skin, dry skin, combination skin, and oily skin. Okay, normal skin, those who don't have too much oil, or those too much oil, or those skins are not too much dry, whether it is summer or in the winter, they are normal skin. Those who don't have too much acne or too many skin concern they don't have, they are definitely normal skin. If you have this kind of skin, you don't need to worry about primers. You can apply any kind of primers. Okay, next is dry skin. Okay, dry skin peoples are like, they need more and more and more moisturizations in their skin. You heard that right. Dry skin tend to lose their intensity, or you can say the moisturizations of their skin very quickly. They apply skincare too much. They need too many thick moisturizers. But still, if you say that I'm applying thick moisturizers, I have dry skin, I don't need primer. No, you need a primer. Primer is not like a moisturization. I say now that primer is the basic barrier between skincare and makeup. It will combine these two and make your skin flawless after makeup or after any kind of applications of makeup. Okay, so if you have dry skin, if you have applied thick moisturizer, your skin is ready. But for smooth applications, you need a primer. So those who have dry skin, they can try out for more moisturizing primer as well as a blurring effect. Dry skin also tend to get textures, blackheads, acne also, dry acne, dry patches. Those who have it, they know it very well. And some of them will say, no, I don't have acne. It's okay, but you have texture, but you don't know that. Applying after, without a primer or without a good preparations of your skin, if you apply foundations, concealer, after some times what will happen, the skin will look dry, patchy, and very cakey. Somebody will say, whoa, it's not good. The pictures will not going to come out very well. The thing is that you want to look beautiful, you will want to look stunning, but it's going to make you numb. Okay, so next comes combination skin, like mine. Combination skin means if you have T-zone area of your skin which is tend to get oily and rest of the skin is dry, they are combination skin. you definitely need a moisturizer which will help you to not only smoothen out, like gel consistency based primer, not too gel consistency. This type of people tend to get confused between whether they will use too moisturizing effects primer or gel based primer. You can apply gel base, but try to apply the gel based primer in this area and try to moisturize this area, this part, because this area is a little bit dry, so you need to moisturize this part. Combination skin, try to get textures, more acne, large pores, because they are the family between dry and oily skin types, so they tend to get textures on their skin. Like I have textures in here, pigmentations, but combination skin types have more prone to get acne, large pores, textures, and they are the family between, I say, like dry skin and oily skin types. So if you wanted to invest on a primer, try to invest on primer like gel as well as moisturizing. There are many primers, you can check it out from there. Okay, last is oily skin. Now this skin type needs a primer which is a silicone base or gel base. Okay, because in this area, this kind of oily skin, if those who have oily skin type, they are try to get patchy or cakey more, they need a primer which will set their face totally and don't creases more, because oily skin people creases their makeups more and more, so they need a primer which will make their skin mattifying and as well as moisturizing, so they don't get the creasing effect. Okay, there are nowadays many primers are there, those who are doing blurring effects as well as color correcting, like orange corrector primers. I have one, I think it's from NY Bay, orange corrector. I wanted to try it. It's a good primer, though it's not too much color correcting of my pigmented area, darks area, but it's a good primer. It's a primer like those days for if you don't want to apply any makeup or just go with the powders, little bit blush, lipsticks, go out, this primer is for you, because it's a no makeup day look. This primer is good for that. Though if you need a primer which is color correcting as well as a priming effect, you can try out K Beauty color correcting primer. And if you don't want to invest too much, you can go for that. It's a little bit blurring effect, but it's a good primer, I say. For me, I am loving it. Okay, so silicone based primer. Silicone based primer is that they are very good for oily skin and combination skin people. Now silicone based primer is best for those who want mattifying effect in their skin, like oily skin people, they don't want creasing or too much illuminating things, they want matte finish, they can use silicone based primer. Though there are many primers that they are in the market, those who have mattifying base, if they don't want silicone, because mattify based primers tend to have silicones in them. Nowadays many primers are coming out without silicones, because silicone, this primer is not bad for us, but many people feel that no, silicone is not good for our skin, so they can choose that options. I have a silicone based primer. This is from Inside Cosmetics. It's a good primer if you don't want to invest too much in the starting. If you are beginner, you can try it. Oily skin people, this is for you. This primer is for you. It's a very good primer. It's a silicone based smoothing effect. Those who have large pores like me, they can go for this one. This primer is very good for you. Okay, next comes poreless. If you don't want your pores to come out in the makeup, a full coverage foundation will go do the work for you, but still you need to hide your imperfection. You need a veil on the pores, because pores are like bumps, are holes in our skin. If the foundation directly going to input on that pores, how many cleansers you will apply, how many face wash you will go apply, it's not going to clear out totally, and it will a disaster for you. So always apply a primer, moisturizer, primer, then apply the foundation. Those who have large pores, they can go for elf putty primer. I'm suggesting you, you don't need to buy it. If you don't want to buy it, you can go for this one also. This is a good one. Okay, so those who have large pores, they can use this kind of primer. Okay, this will make your skin very smooth. The pores will not going to visible on your skin, and this is also a good primer if you don't want to look bummer. Those who have acne, they want to hide it, this primer is very good canvas will make for the makeup applications of yours. Next, those who want a illuminating base, means dewy base, they can go for illuminating highlighter base of primer. Sugar Cosmetics Bling Leader Illuminating Moisturizers. It's a moisturizer, primer and illuminated dewy base. If you don't want to look mattify or very structury, you can go for this moisturizer primer. It's a good primer, though I use it those days when I don't want too much mattify look on me, look a very fresh kind of look with a little bit concealer or foundations, and I apply this as a primer first, then I apply a little bit of sheer coverage foundations or concealer. That's good thing. And if you want another options, I have another Mars Illuminati base, but the difference between these two is that this is too much blingy. This is not. This too is very good. Okay. For more informations, let's check my base, which I'm going to show you that why we need a base primer. Okay, let's check out. Let's go for that video. Let's start with poreless putty primer. This is my all-day go-to base primer because I have very large pores and I want to smoothen up my skin. I have bumps, I have textures on my skin, and as well as I wanted to apply the foundation smoothly on the top of my skin. So whenever I need go to my primer, this is the one I always use. It's a very good primer. If you wanted to invest on a good primer which will act as your moisturizer, as a good applications for your foundation, you can definitely going to check it out. I will take a little bit, I will apply it directly on my skin where I have large pores. I'm going to apply it on the top of my nose also, bridge of my nose, because I have bumps as well as I have large pores here also. Basically this primer act as a moisturizer as well as a smooth applications for your foundations, because if you have too much bumps on your skin and uneven skin tones, the foundation will not going to apply smoothly on your skin. This primer help you like this, and this is a very easy primer to use on. I will suggest you to use your finger because finger is the best brush, or you can say the best blender for your skin. It will going to warm up the product and going to balance your skin also. If you are not comfortable with using your hands, you can definitely use any brush, stippling brush or blender also, but I have washed my hand very clearly with soaps, sanitizers, everything. Make sure to wash your hands properly, then use to apply your makeup or anything, because otherwise it will going to dangerous for your skin. Okay, one thing I wanted to say, for each applications of your skincare as well as your makeup, give time. Whenever you apply a primer, at least give 5 minutes to sit on top of your skin, because the primer will going to need time to set on your skin. If right now after applying the primer you will immediately going to apply the foundations, it will not going to last. Give the primer to sit on your skin properly after 5 minutes, minimum 5 minutes. The more time you will give, the more it will make the skin smooth and the applications of the foundations will be very good. But I will give only 5 minutes. If you don't have too much time, at least give 5 minutes. After that, apply your other makeup. Okay, it's sitting on my skin for at least 5 minutes. It's not tacky. The primer I use, the elf one, it's not tacky one, but it's make my skin very smooth. It's ready for the foundation applications. So today I'm not going to going with very high coverage. I'm going a little bit medium to sheer coverage. So I'm taking the Mars BB cream. This is, you can say, it's a good coverage foundation, though it's a BB cream, but I consider it as a foundation. It's very skin like, and at the same time it's give you a very good coverage. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit in the palm of my hand. I'm going to take a little bit on the primer. I have already dampened my beauty blender and I'm going to apply it. The foundations are applying so smoothly on my skin because of this primer. If without a primer I'm going to apply, what will happen? It will look messy. So what I'm trying to say, though some of the bumps, or can you see it? I have too many acnes here, as well as I have too many large pores, but because of the primer, the uneven skin tones as well as the acnes also glide in smoothly. Without a primer, if I apply the foundation directly on my skin, first of all, the applications will be very bad. Though I try to cover it, and you will say many foundations nowadays have moisturizers, SPF like this. No, primer is needed. Though you are applying a sheer coverage foundation, though you are applying a medium coverage or a full coverage, always apply a primer. After applying primer, if you think that I don't want to go with any foundations or anything, if you are a concealer girl, that always go to cover up the areas you want and don't apply too much makeups on your skin, you can apply concealer directly. But though I have applied foundations, I'm going with the concealer, but little coverage today. Okay, I'm going to apply the areas where I need the coverage, not too much. This concealer is so good. A little goes a very long way. Okay, so my base is done. I'm going to do the rest of the makeup offline or off camera. After that, I'm going to come to show you the rest of the results. Okay, I'm back with all my base has done. You can see it's smooth. Trying to say that look at the base, look at my makeup, it's still intact and nothing is bumping. Look how smooth it's looking. This is my basic idea. I wanted to say that primer is good. Without primer, makeup is like it's Sahara desert. Will look like a Sahara desert in dry skin, in combination skin, in normal skin, and in oily. It will look like a something gooey is going on. It's very you it's going to look. You are investing your time, your energy to put on some makeup. If think without a primer I will apply this makeup, what will happen? This beautiful makeup, this beautiful glittery eyes, everything will go just disappear, look bummer if I have to go any occasions are like this. So this is my point. Always apply a primer, wait for 5 to 10 minutes, let it dry, let it sit on your skin very beautifully, then apply your makeup. Trust me girls, trust me all of you, you will going to love it. That's all for today. I'm going to post more content like this, so like, share and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Till then, bye bye sweeties.